tried this PTB out already and did check out some of the stuff and played like a few games, and it's not. It's not what we expected. It's overrated and underwhelming. I don't like that. This is the thing with the PTBs too. I don't like that they throw out these PTBs and they don't give us a survey to explain and ask us questions about like the problems and what we like, dislike, and things of the nature of the game, and what things that should be changed and shouldn't be changed. They read and review on some stuff on Twitch, not Twitch, on Steam. They read some of the comments and stuff like that. They look at some of that stuff, but and then, I mean, most of the stuff they probably get all the stuff from is Reddit. And the Reddit Dbd community is the worst. They don't. The thing is, half of them people on Reddit either don't play the game, or are new to the game, or already don't like the game, and they don't try the PTBs. They just watch videos or something like that. So they don't get the full experience. Ooh, excuse me. They don't get the full experience of what the game is and how it could be, and try to help the PTB actually. And then I can tell you this about the PTB. Daryl looks really good, but the reason why Daryl looks good is because he's in Death Stranding. I mean, he's been scanned and all that stuff a lot. Um, so I mean, we know how Daryl looks, how he will look in games and stuff like that. And this actually, his skin is actually pretty nice. But for one, why is a character that's supposed to be in the PTB disabled, and they don't tell us why she's disabled? She's like, you give us a PTB, but she's disabled, so we can't even use the character to be able to understand and play the playstyle. I mean, we do got Rick Grimes that we can play, but we got Rick Grimes and Michonne. But we can't even use half of the PTB. Can't even use half of the PTB. Um, but we do got Rick, and the skin for him is is Daryl. He's the unique legendary skin for him. The rest of his skins, like regular Rick looks horrible. Regular Rick looks horrible. This is regular Rick. Look how bad this skin looks. Because I mean Rick is kind of tall. He's not like super tall, but he's kind of tall. They always shorten characters and make them like look smaller in game. He he looks horrible. He looks so bad. Look at his face. I just don't look good. Look at his hair in this one. Like, dude. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, Rick had his time when he looked bad like this. But dude, look how bad the jacket looks. And then he looks short, so he don't even look good. Then he don't even have his gun in the holster either. Like they took his gun from him. Rick is not useful without his gun. He is as long as Rick has his revolver, he was always like Rick Grimes. He always kept that gun, but he doesn't have his gun. I mean, yeah, this is his hospital skin, but it looks horrible. I mean, the outfit is not bad, but his face looks so bad. His face and hair looks horrible. And because they made him shorter, he looks so weird. He looks horrible. And then Michonne she's short, but they made her look shorter than what she is too. Like she's a whole lot shorter. They like compressed her body down to like nothing. I don't like her hair. Her hair looks like someone had a mop and then they just like put it on top of her head and just like it was just like a dirty mop. I mean, yeah, they try to make it look like her braids and stuff like that, but it just don't. They could have did a better design. They could have did something better. I mean, she ain't as bad as Rick, but she could have been better. Her skins aren't bad though. Like this one is great. This is Michonne. I don't like her face in this one, but this is Michonne. Still looks short, but this is Michonne. And then this is like the original Michonne. I like this one. This one's great too. Sad that we can't use her skins. And then I wish that we would have got like a unique skin for her too. Like there's other like we could have got Sasha. We could have got other people that was in like The Walking Dead. But I mean, it's nice to have even Carol. Like Carol is still alive. Maggie is still alive. The other thing is I can say is that it'd be cool if they gave Rick the Negan outfit. If they bring Negan into the game and gave him the outfit, that'd be crazy. I know that a lot of people will come to the game just to buy the Negan outfit. There's so many people that love Negan. I would wish that they would give us a Glenn outfit too. If they give us a Glenn outfit, they would make a lot of Glenn fans happy. Because then people will want to watch the rewatch, go back and rewatch The Walking Dead. But I would say they probably will only give us the skins of people who are still alive in the show. Everyone else is pretty much dead. But again, why we can't use her? Then this other thing from the PTB. I don't like the PTB because I'm gonna show her for example. You guys know I use her a lot. I have skins for her. Um, I have this skin actually for her. In the regular game. Um, you guys know my build that I have for her, right? This is the downside of the PTB. You guys know that I'm prestige like 5 or 6 for her, or maybe even 7. I'm somewhere around like I'm between 4 and 6 prestige with her. I don't get my prestige with her. Then I don't even get my. Well, these are the new like the you get more presets now, which I don't like how this looks. But I don't have my skills. I don't have my builds from that I use in the regular game. I don't have my builds anymore. You don't get your blood points. It's like whenever you first start the PTB and then your PTB ends, that's what you're left off with. That's what you're left off with. So they don't update your game to what you have and all the new stuff that you have already. So if I have like these characters, like for example, and I bought him afterwards. Springtrap. I have Springtrap. You guys know I have the original Springtrap. In the PTB, when I loaded up the PTB again, I had to I mean, they gave you all the stuff to buy stuff, but you have to rebuy him again in here. So like again, they don't really update like what your builds are. Like none of like this is my build. I had to re-add this build. This is one of my builds that I use in the regular mode. But you have to redo all your builds. You have to get characters. You have to redo stuff. Like my goal is actually probably a little bit higher too. You have to redo everything. Um, there's some other Ghostface is busted right now. His nitro, where survivors are normally his nitro, you're able to look at him at a certain angle and stuff like that, which is already broken because half the times it works, half the times it don't. Right now he's really busted because they changed him, and now you can't even get him out of his shroud. You can't get him out of his shroud, and they buffed the time that it takes for him to get you exposed. You can become exposed in like 3 seconds now. I think the max is like 8 seconds, but you get exposed super quick, and he has a farther range. They gave him the range of early Myers before he got the super nerfs that he got. So Ghostface is like he's going to be one of the main killers that's going to be used a lot. He's got a huge, humongous buff that he did not need. He's already broken and busted, and they gave him more broken and busted stuff. He's broken right now. The other killer that's super busted is Pyramid Head, the Execution. They buffed the hell out of this killer, and they didn't need to. I mean, the Trailer Torment should have been longer and it should be farther, but they could have just really buffed the add-ons. They didn't need to buff the killer per se. They just needed to buff the add-ons. This killer was already pretty strong, but they made it to where they buffed the add-ons and they buffed the killer. So this killer is right now a high A tier killer. A high A tier killer. I can see this killer being played a whole hell of a lot more now. I mean, they already get played a lot, but I can see them getting played a whole hell of a lot more. Almost enough where they'd be played as much as the Blight and Nurse. That's how good this killer has become now. Ghostface right now too is probably a high A tier. He's a high A tier right now. I don't know what other killers that they recently buffed and did changes for. I didn't see anything for stuff, but I mean, we could probably try
The humans made their
judgment. They give you enough. You can buy everything. You can buy everything. You might as well buy everything. Dude, this is creepy.
All right, what's going on here?
I still don't like the way Chucky looks. He looks horrible.
Prepare yourself.
He's a super busted killer too. I don't know, but I know Ghostface and Pyramid Head are the two that got buffs. Oh, I've seen a lot of Clown got some changes done to him. From what we read, in the the patch notes before yesterday, they released, it sounded like he would have some nerfs and then he had some buffs, but I've read that people said he's got serious nerfs to where like he's unplayable, which I like because I hate the Clown. I mean, he's just a 600-pound guy is faster than most people. Like, come on now. I'm glad he got nerfs, but I hear people say he's unbelievably bro. He's unbelievable to play now. You can't play as him. Um,
I will prove myself worthy.
we're gonna go over the perks real quick because I feel all the perks are really garbage. This one, let's see, what it is. After unlocking or rummaging through two chests, which I don't like that you have to do that. It's you already don't get enough chests in the map. You have to bring coin for this to be able to use it, and it's very that means makes it very situational. Um, press the ability button one for 8 seconds next to a broken pallet to build a fragile pallet. Mind you, you have to you can only use this once. So you have to rummage through two chests, then you have to go to a pallet that's broken, and you have to press the ability button for 8 seconds. You will fix that broken pallet. So you'll build a fragile pallet. And it says you see a broken pallets within 32 meters. Actually, you don't. It's broken right now where it doesn't show the broken pallets on the map. I tested this perk; it does not show the broken pallets. So this this perk is broken. It does not work. Also, like I said, why you already don't get enough chests in the map, so you can. This is a one and done perk. Maybe a two use perk because you have to be able to ramage or unlock two chests. So and then this perk you can't ramage through chests with this perk. You can't ramage through chests with this perk. So you ultimately have to have where's that perk is that? And it's I have the perk. You have to have this perk on. You literally have to have this perk on. You can't use that perk unless you have this perk. That perk is completely useless. You you can't use this perk. There's no point of this perk. I don't see unless you're a super toxic person and everyone brings in the purple token so it can spawn those extra two chests. So it spawns in 8 extra chests in the map. You're not using this perk. You're not using this perk. I can't. I can say you're not ever using this perk. No one's ever really going to be able to use this perk. Um, After unhooking the survivor while crouched and idle, press ability button 1 to make injured and dying survivors within 24 meters leave no scratch marks or pools of blood for 15 seconds. Okay, this perk is the dumbest perk I've ever seen. And here's the reason why. First, you have to unhook a survivor. Then it says you have to crouch. So you unhook the survivor. Most people, after they unhook the survivor, they're healing that survivor, right? Why are you unhooking the survivor? Then you're instantly going to crouch and use this perk. You're not doing that. Most people are not doing that's what makes this perk so stupid. Then also you also scream and the killer can see your aurora for 5 seconds, which is stupid as hell. I don't get it. Why? Most useless crap ever. Um, then if the survivor is in a dying state, okay, so for one, you it only okay, so yes, it does activate after you unhook any survivor. You can unhook any survivor, then you go to try to help another survivor. It helps if you're one of those builds that wants to have the you're a rescuing person that like try to troll the killer or something. Yeah, it'd be useful in some of those situations. But if that survivor is in a dying state, they're already not. leaving no scratch marks. You're just crawling. You're not leaving any scratch marks to begin with. So that's kind of pointless. Um, and they're not leaving a pool of blood for 15 seconds. But I mean, you're not moving far unless you have tenacity on. You're not moving far. So that 15 seconds is pointless. That 15 seconds is pointless. So what is the purpose of this perk? Again, like I said, if you're one of those survivors that likes to troll the killer and you know that you're gonna be helping people, or I mean, this perk that I could say is somewhat maybe useful for new players, but OG players like me or people that knows how to play the game and knows perks and knows how to around stuff and all that stuff, this perk is completely useless. So again, another useless perk. That's two. That's 2 out of 6 useless perks. I can tell you right now, all 6 of them are useless from what I read. So this one. When another survivor pallet stuns or blinds the killer while you are injured. So you have to be injured. You have to be injured. Within 24 meters of you, basically. Your grunts of pain, scratch marks, and pools of blood are reduced by 100% for 30 seconds. So, I mean, this isn't such a bad perk, but here, let me show you what's already in the game. Let me show you what's already in the game. It's just another one of this. And it's actually a worse perk than this. You're not using that perk over Iron Will. You're not using it. So again, another useless perk. So, all 3 of his perks are completely garbage. Completely garbage. Now, we're gonna go to her. Maybe she got some useful perks. Maybe. You thought. After you have healed one survivor, so you have to heal survivor. So you can do this however you get unhook a survivor and you heal them. This is the best time to get this perk activated. While downed with at least 25% recovery progress. So I would say it's best to use tenacity. That's the reason why I have tenacity on. You have to recover for 25%. Press the ability button to recover instantly. So yeah, you can. This perk would be nice. You can recover, right? You can recover. You gain the You gain the broken status effect, but so you can't heal. You can't do anything. You're back up moving for a little bit, but then you're down again after 30 seconds. So you get to move. So I mean, like I said, this is a very situational perk. In-game killers aren't really leaving survivors down, unless the only time that you can really say this would be really useful if you're going against a Myers, a tier 3 Myers, Leatherface, a Hillbilly, killers that can instantly down you for one shot, whether you're healthy or not. That's what this perk. That's the only useful time of this perk, because one person can use tenacity and get themselves up, and they can run. Where everybody or somebody else probably has like this or tenacity or even like a totem build, and they can be chased for another 30 seconds. That gives the team at least something to, or some way, shape, or form to be able to counter that. That's the only time you could really say that you'll use this perk or you really need it. Other than that, you can't do anything. This perk is useless. It's the most useful perk out of the six, but it's useless. Next, last stand. After spending 60 seconds in a killer territory while not in chase. So this perk is used for people who, again, you want to, you know that you're the survivor that uses flashlights and you trying to save your friends and stuff like that. That's what this is used for. Um, when you well, you have to not be in the chase though, and you have to be in a killer terror rate for 60 seconds, so a whole minute. When you fastball, it stuns the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5 meters. So I don't know how to best explain the situation. Let's just say it's a long wall with a window on it. And that killer, and the killer's already been chasing the other survivor for the longest, and you're trying to wait for that survivor to go, the killer to down that survivor so you can flashlight save them. And let's say like they start trying to pick up, they try to pick up the survivor, or if the pallet is broken and that survivor's about to go down, you can stun them. You could be on that corner end of the wall on the other side and stun the killer when they come past that wall. I mean, this is nice, but you can only use this one time because it says then this perk is disabled for the rest of the trial. So you can't even use. This is out of all the six, this is the worst perk in the game to use. You're not. No one's using this perk. No one's ever going to use this perk. I can see people probably testing it now, see like how it works and like the ways they can use it to try to say, oh, this perk can be very useful or it can be very strong. No, no. You could. What's the point of this perk? There's no point of this perk. You only, this perk is only used once, and then you only have three perks that you can use, and you only can use 4 perks in the game. No. Worst perk in the game. Unless they change this sometime soon, worst perk in the game. Don't ever use this perk. Alright, so for her last perk, teamwork, Rhoda. When you pallet, stun, or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aurora for 10 seconds. This is a perk where this is a tunnel perk. For this only works for low end game. I mean, it doesn't work for all game play styles and high end or low end players and stuff like that. It'll work. It's probably the best out of the 6 perks, but it's also bad because they have to be further being within 24 meters, and they only gain endurance for 10 seconds. But they also see the killer's aurora. But like I said, this is a very situational perk. This is a perk where you get someone off the hook, and you can use this for borrowed time. This would be really good for borrowed time. Then you get someone off the hook, and they're chasing you, and you blind or stun that killer, and the other person is, or let's say like the other person is getting tunneled, and you blind or stun that killer, and the other people that like the survivor that was just got off the hook is around, and the killer is like trying to still tunnel them, and you like stun them or whatever. In that situation, it helps them because like let's say but if they are, I wonder If they already have endurance, so like if the killer already hit them and they have endurance already, would that work? Will they be able to get that extra endurance status effect, or does it make it last a little bit longer? This is a very questionable perk. It's a very questionable perk. Can it be used that way? If it can be used that way and they gain a longer endurance, or they can get stunned and get another, their endurance will reset, which I highly doubt that'll be possible. I think like it'll just reset their endurance timer. Um, I don't see how this will really work. I don't see how this perk will really work. I don't. I don't know or don't understand. I'm so mad that I can't use a lot of her stuff. And I have to reset my set again. Finesse is still one of the most broken perks in the game. I've learned that recently from playing earlier. Um, Springtrap. I was playing Springtrap and I like seeing people use it. This perk is so busted. They really need to nerf that perk. Oh, you can name the preset here. Wait. Okay, so when you hit enter, it goes up here. I want to try another. I feel like I actually want to do my build first for her, or do anything else. I'm so mad that I can't use my. Oh, I can't even use his perks. I have him prestige in my regular game, as you guys know. I have him prestige. I can't. They like I said again. Like you can't. They don't update the game, so I can't even use his perk, which sucks. Guess I used to just throw so guard. But I'm gonna have to do another build because this one does not work. Oh, this is the new thing. So what it does is it releases. It's pretty much if you ever played 2v8 in this game, the little smoke cloud map. It basically is that, but it's worse than that. It does nothing. All it does is just blocks the line of sight for killers and whoever else that was like outside of like the area of the smoke. Excuse me. It just blocks like the line of sight to see. But if you're inside the smoke, you can see where they're at, and it doesn't block scratch marks, and it doesn't do anything. It just gives you that extra like few seconds to try to mind game the killer. That's all this does. It doesn't do anything useful. So if you're already getting chased, you're screwed. This is a useless, item to use. Very pointless. Um, I want to try a different build. He just spit. Um, so we have to use this. We have to use this to be able to use that one part. We have to use self-care, because you're gonna need to heal. No, we have to find where the new perks are at. This one is there. So how useless is it? Actually, we're gonna keep that like this, but we're also gonna do. I know I have that palette perk. We have to make a palette. This is gonna be this is gonna be our palette build. It's gonna be palette build. So that's what we're gonna name it. We're gonna name it palette build. Okay, and then this one is going to be our floor build. If we get knocked and we can't get up. I always want to use self-care. I love self-care. It's one of the most useful perks for me in the game. We have to add tenacity because we have to be able to move. I guess we could use this one, but I don't think I want to right now. Because we have to have one that's going to be able to allow us to get up fully. Crap. We could get rid of self-care, but actually, I feel like if we're already, that actually might work, because if we're already broken, yeah, let's do that. If we're already broken, where's that broken perk at? Where is it at? Because if we're already in that broken state, we'll be good. I don't think we necessarily need Soul Guard, but that'll help. I know I have it. Is it not leveled up though? No matter. Here we go. Here we go. This actually might make it great. Because that way, we can use this and we can recover. We can get back up. Since we're already in the broken state, we'll go back down again, but we'll be able to get away, and then we can use tenacity and this, and we can get back up, and we're already good. So we could go down infinitely, but then also get up infinitely. Call it pick me up, you know. This is also new. So they got rid of the map, and they actually no, they didn't get rid of the map. This is just like a newer thing for the map. Oh, and the keys are changing now too. So you can, dude, you're sick. You have 6 charges. Insane. That's insane. Completely insane. You have 6 charges, and the reveals are of all survivors in 48 meters. 2 seconds to 8 seconds. And you have 6 charges, and you can also use the charges to open the hatch. So they made this key useful, and they made all the other keys useless. And you can also open chests and stuff with them, and you get good items from them. Insane. Most broken shit I've ever seen. But I want to try. I feel like a lot of people are probably going to make this build and be using it. I feel like that's the only way you can really use this perk. And I probably could take Chain Soul Guard and use that other one. But I feel like Soul Guard is kind of needed in this. Actually, what's that other perk? Actually, we're gonna switch Soul Guard for this because it might actually help. Wow, and we have it already that color. I don't think that they gave us a new map for map offering for it. It don't look like they did for Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'm surprised they didn't. They normally would have, but we're gonna try this out. We're gonna try some different builds to see what. I mean, we don't have all the stuff that we want. There's a lot of perks that I know that I don't have that I need. I wish they gave us like the infinite amount of blood points too, so we can level up survivors to be able to use the perks on like with other stuff. So you can't even properly use half of these perks either. if you don't have certain other perks. All of the all 6 perks you have to have other perks. But again, like I said, you guys know the one perk is probably the most useful. All the other ones are completely useless. All of them are basically completely useless. Just super situational. And anybody that wants to defend it and say that they're not that they're can be useful or they're going to be really busted and broken, you must not play this game at all, or understand or know perks to be able to say these perks will be busted, broken, or whatever, or whatnot, because they're not. I would love to hear someone's defense and saying how busted and broken it can be. I would love to hear someone's defense. His name is Pancake. Doorbell? Toast? Come on now. Come on now. These are people who just made random stuff for the PTB. These are like secondary, thirds, and fourths, fifths, maybe 20th accounts for PTBs and test builds of Dead by Daylight. Maybe even other games too, but mm. Probably a Mori, and they got us either spawning apart or farther away. I don't. That's the other thing that I don't like that they did to this game is that they made it to where you spawn everybody together. If you watch my streams or you see like all the stuff, I'm always the one that's getting chased at the beginning because everyone's like I've called it out before they made the change. I called it out before. I'm like, what is going to happen? Where everyone's going to spawn next to me, everyone's going to run all different areas. The whole area is full of scratch marks. I can't go nowhere, and the killers is over there searching the whole area because they're looking for me. You know the pig? Oh, they did buff the pig too. She did get some changes and some stuff, so it's definitely the pig. She's got some changes and buffs that she needed, but I can say right now she's gonna be really busted. She was already broken before, and then they nerfed her, but she was the weakest killer in the game. Still pretty much is, but this should be interesting to see what they did for her. He went down pretty quick, not gonna lie. We couldn't do anything. The killer is lightweight camping. That's insane. The killer is camping. See, that's the reason I said that smoke don't matter. And you have a tunneling killer. And the killer is tunneling. This is a bad killer. You're camping and tunneling. All for it, you're a bad killer. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be able to use my build. I can't even use my build or test anything out. There's no point of the public testers. I don't understand why they even have them. They just release the characters at this point and see if the game is broken or not. Yeah, just let people just you already pay attention to Reddit. You never really give any like stuff about like how to fix or make your game better anyway. This game is GG. We haven't even been able to get one generator done. I never get, like I said, I never personally get a team where they're really good, but I always go against teams that are very good for some odd reason. When I play killer, I get the sweatiest of survivors, but when I play with other survivors, I don't get the sweatiest of survivors. And they have barbecue. They knew exactly where I was at. They came straight over there towards me. Yeah, we couldn't even use the build. We couldn't even use the build. You can't even test out perks. And like I said, these perks are completely useless. They're completely useless. Because you have to do so much to activate them, and you don't really get much of a boost from them. They're using all of the new perks too, and all of them don't work. They don't work together as well either. He only had two, and they're all useless. You had a flashlight and you couldn't flashlight save? I can tell you right now, this is this is just as bad as Springtrap. This is just as an ale as bad as Springtrap. It's just as bad as an ale. These characters are great, but they didn't give them anything good. I can tell you right now, the Rick should have had perks to where he was built like Rick was built to be able to survive, but he's with his perks he's not able to survive. I am the host. How is that not able to be established? Huh? That's another bug that they have in this game that's not why. They haven't fixed it. But Rick, in my opinion, in The Walking Dead, he's a survivor. And he's still alive. He's a survivor. I mean, some of the situations, yeah, he shouldn't have survived or stuff like that, but he's a survivor. Yet, in this game, he can't survive with these perks. What are these perks for him? They don't make sense. The Michonne perks don't make sense either. I feel like Rick's perks should have been more so of him playing dirty. Like, the pallet thing is okay, but they should have made it to where he would have had to be in the killer's terror radius for 60 seconds, 45 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. And he'd be able to fix a pallet and have a palette like that. I feel like that's what the perk should have been. But then one of his other perks should have been when you're flashlighting or stunning the killer, um, the killer gets stunned for additional time, or I don't know what else you could have done, but it could have been something on the lines of interacting with the killer to harm the killer. That's what that should have been. And Michonne should have had it to where something similar to where she can clone, um, not clone, but like she can use other survivors. When she's around other survivors, she gets buffs in certain ways to where if a survivor is in the killer's terror radius while you're getting chased, they get some movement speed, or they get um that stun one. They'll be able to stun the killer without a pallet, or something similar to Laurie Strode, to where not where right before you get downed or the killer's about to swing, you can use your ability, and you can stun the killer before they swing or something. They could have did something of that sort. They made them pretty much useless. We're all girls. Dude, that scream was hilarious. It's Springtrap too. It's Clown Trap, but Dude, that's funny. I could see people gonna probably use him as a screaming thing. He's gonna come after me anyway. Okay, so now it's working. Oh, I guess we had to rescue him, so we can't fix the pallet. No, his scream is so funny. It's like you got scared by a ghost, dude. No, oh my god. This is about to be hilarious. Dude, oh my god, I wanna make a screaming Daryl build. When he releases, I'm definitely getting the Daryl thing, the Daryl skin and Rick, and I'm making a screaming build. I'm doing that. That is going to be mad hilarious. Alright, we have to get this saved to be able to activate this stupid perk. Hopefully we can get the heal too, but I don't think we will. Alright, we got the perks activated. Also, they never gave Springtrap his buffs from... Oh crap. They never gave Springtrap his fixes and buffs from the original. Because he's been buffed and changed. But they never gave him the buffs from after the PTB. wonder if we can find a pallet that needed to be fixed. No. No, I guess we can't fix it, huh? I mean, I'm already exposed anyway, so it don't even matter, but we don't want to get more. Ah, they found it. Oh, he's going to go back. He's not going to chase me because they found it. Springtrap looks so weird trying to climb and vault window. What does this perk even do? So yeah, we don't have the one we can fix the pallet. If he wouldn't have brought the killer over here, we would have had to just... Dude, seriously? Bro, seriously? This is an asshole player, dude. Seriously? You heal, you know that I'm on the hook right here. Why would you go straight to the den? I don't even know where he is. Nah, he's chasing the other guy over here. This is where I didn't know it's at. Need more. He's grabbed them. Well, we activated the perks, but we wasn't able to use them. Again, that's what I said. Their perks aren't useful. None of the perks that they have are really useful in situations. They're all really useless. Next of all, he has Face the Darkness. Of course, he has batteries not included. This perk is so broken. All of Chucky's perks are broken. All of his perks. Dude, all of them are TTV except for me. You died. So they probably died on stream. Everybody wants to be a TTV and not a YT. You'll hear people say, "Yeah, TTV is a better platform." I don't like Twitch. They made me not like them. And then I don't like a lot of the streamers on TTV either. So. Too bad that we got this on here, but we're not gonna get it in game. So everything that we unlock in the PTB, we don't get in game, and it's a bug because it's stuck on my screen now. It's stuck on my screen. It's supposed to disappear. It's not going away. It's not going away. Okay, now it is. It just was just stuck on the screen for abnormally a long time. But like I said, again, like we wasn't able to use this part. I mean, you don't even notice this perk actually. And then, like I said, Iron Will is a better perk. It's way better. It's way better. You don't even need it. You have Iron. Everybody's going to use Iron Will regardless. I mean, now if it probably does work with Iron Will, but I mean, if it's Iron Will is already 100%, and it's pretty much infinite. Where this is like you have to be in 24-meter range while somebody else is getting chased. There's no point of this. This, like I said, this is a super situational perk. Hey, the killer wasn't leaving us down. I mean, I was trying to put myself in a YouTube. It definitely is. It's way better. Yeah, you do. But back to what I was saying, this perk is really situational. We couldn't see it, we couldn't use it in that situation. But like I said again, man, this perk is only used in situations for like new players and against like killers like Hillbilly, Leatherface, killers that can instantly one-shot you when everybody else in the area. It's not really useful. All of the new perks are very useless. And all the bugs are still in this game right now that they didn't fix. I do want to try the other build then because we can't really use this one. We can, but we have to go through chest. He has a cigarette and he smokes. It's crazy. No, he has a lot of different animations. And it's bugged, like you can still see like the cigarette smoke around. Oh dude, he stumped it out and he wasn't even in that animation. That's crazy. If I had my other character with his screaming stuff, like all his perks unlocked, it would be very useful, but I don't have it unlocked. We only have one token, so we can't even really do much of anything. You can't properly use his perk, probably. I need to level him up, actually, and see if I can get... I don't know, I don't have enough, but... You know, we can only get him 22, it's crazy. I'm mad that... Again, I'm mad that I can't use his perks because in the regular game that I have, half of these characters are higher, and I have a lot more stuff. Like I have my Steve level. Like in here, my Steve is prestige like 2 or 3. I don't even have him leveled in this one. I can't even use him in the Screaming Steve in this one either. I mean, I can use this and I can get some blood points. Oh crap! You did a lot. Forget it. We'll do that. We'll do that. Let's see. Wow, you don't get too much. I thought that you would get a lot. You see all them zeros, you think that it's 1,000,000 blood points. It's not. It's only 100,000. So it's not even a lot. I'm actually disappointed that I just really did that. I thought it would be a whole lot more, but it isn't. I'm disappointed. 2 Daryls and 2 Grinds. His name is Girl Boss CEO. Like, bruh. Molester. I don't even know what that name was. Of course, we're facing the Dark Lord. Well, that's an L game already. He is. They don't nerf him. He's so busted. He's one of the top busted killers in this game. Look at that background. Look how buggy that is. Wait, there's a church back there? Wait, what? This is new. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before on any of the maps. That's actually really. I didn't even notice that. That's the Dark Lord's castle. I didn't even notice that. That's cool. I didn't never noticed that was there. Didn't even notice that was a thing. No one really looks offside of the map, but I'm glad that they spawned me next to that because I would not have noticed that. And he has Hexstone. This killer is so busted. And he's going to probably hook him up right here. Which we can fix this pallet. We have to find some chests. He has barbecue. Because there's no way he knows exactly that was right here. If he doesn't have barbecue, that's kind of sus. So you like walk over there like that. Why is he grunting like that? Dude, they gave Rick the Down syndrome face, bro. He has a super Down syndrome face in this game. Nothing against Down syndrome people, they're cool. But dude, seriously? This is a GG's game too. Like I said, like this, you can't. Like all of their perks are really pretty much useless. In that situation, if that was me, and I had that other perk build on, I would be able to get up. I would have been up. I would have been up and been able to run again. Like against this killer, I would have been able to use that build. Someone DZ. I wonder if it works for that. If I know there's probably a chest in here. Okay, so yeah, somebody already. Okay, so we ran through the chest. That's that. I wonder if there should be a chest still down here. And there's 6 charges on the map. There's a med kit right here. Actually, use it right here. So now we have this perk activated. Actually, now we have this perk activated. So now we should be able to fix broken pallets and stuff like that. And really be pallet. But everyone's basically already dying or already dead, so we can't really do much. And of course the killer's tunneling. Oh my god, my game's bugging out. I don't even know where he was at. Because my freaking game's bugging out, so I didn't even know where he was at. That's crazy. Because of my game's bugging out, I can't do anything. You know, I was at a huge disadvantage. This smoke is useless. It's so useless. See? You can still be seen in it. And it doesn't hide the scratch marks. It doesn't do anything. Look at that. This killer is so busted. He's like an overpowered knight, basically. We have not gotten one generator guy. He's on a gen, he's hooked, I'm hooked, and there's only one other person that's just running around, basically. He's dead. The NPC is just I don't know. This game is GG. This game is GG. None of us can do anything. I'm going to go in my second phase now. They're dead. I'm basically on death hook now. And the killer is free to go do stuff. Haha, let's go. There's a bug. the random is he like running him somewhat. Huh? That's GG's. You might as well give up. You might as well give up. There's no point. There's no point. And you can't even. That's the other downside of this game. Look how close the hook. Like, look how where he's at. That the random, the mod is at, and look how close the hook is. You can't. There's no point of struggling. There's just literally no point of struggling. Even if you use the space to space out the hooks, there's no point of struggling. And this is a person that knows how to play the Dark Lord. I just got him and I've not played him. I don't really know how good he is. I've played against him plenty of times now and know that he's super broken. He might be hard like the night, like if you haven't played him before and you don't know how to really play him, you're gonna get cooked. But after playing him a bit, I guarantee you that after playing him like 5 games, you're probably going to be cooking people every time. You can't really play. You can't use. You can't use their perks. As you can see, I didn't even get to use this one. I didn't even get to use it because you have to have this perk to be able to use this perk. This is the only perk in the game that lets you, like, because most of the time people are going to spawn either near chest or be opening chests, and then there's already not enough chests in the maps. There's only like 3 or 4 chests in the maps. And as you see, like we brought the tokens, so we spawned an extra chest, but all the chests was already open. So if you don't have this perk, you're not using this perk, and this perk is already useless because you can only ram through them chests, each chest one time. You only get 4 tokens, so you can only ram through 4 chests to be able to activate this perk, and you can only use this perk one time. Useless, completely dog perk, bro. You can't do anything with this perk. Honestly, I feel like none of the perks are really useful at all. All of them are really garbage. There's that 20, and then I think, let me see, because it starts off at, so it says 20. So this perk is even. I'm about to tell you how bad this perk is. It makes it even worse, right? Because at max, you go down after 30 seconds. Right now I have it at level 1. At level 1, right? It's at 20 seconds. So that means at level 1 is 20 seconds, so at 2 it's at 25, and at 3 it's at 30 seconds. So it only increases by 5 seconds. You're not going too much far in 30 seconds. You're not going too far in 20 seconds. You're up just enough time to probably flashlight the killer from the other killer, and then you're basically killing yourself regardless. So you're basically all the perks basically are just saying you're a sacrificial fawn. I do want to check this out and see how it is. I mean, it's just a regular map, though. It's just a comment. It's just the map, but just comment on. But they did buff it. It reveals the aurora vault palettes and vault locations. On the secondary interaction case, a beam of light, the survivor's location. Generators within 13 meters of the beam of light are revealed with the red was. I mean, this is actually really nice. So the higher up the map is, it just makes it better. It's really nice. I do like the new map changes, but it's also still quite bad. Damn, we only have purple flashlights. Yeah, the only part that I can say that's really useful out of all the six is probably, yeah, this one. But again, they're all situational. This is probably the worst perk in the game. And this is a super situational one too. This is out of the six, this is probably the best one, and it's horrible. It's a really crappy perk. It's also sad that she's disabled right now for no reason that we know of. I mean, we have like her character visual. Maybe she glitches out, but I think when I first started streaming, if you like go back to like the beginning of my stream, or maybe no, it was probably earlier when I was on stream, maybe. But he was glitched out. The whole character. So all you seen was like the inside of like Daryl's face, and then like as the game was like turning, you was seeing like parts of the character like build up. Like you would get his chest, then you would get his arms, then you would get his legs, and then you would get each part until like the game finished turning, which was funny. There's so many bugs. I don't understand the point of public test builds in this game. I don't understand. They don't give us a review at the end. They don't really give us a survey or anything. That's why I um like again, well we had a survey in like Wuthering Waves today about like 2.4 patch and other stuff we like and dislike. I like when games like that do that because it makes it makes the game better and it fixes problems and everything in the game. But this game doesn't do that. They don't listen to the players. They don't. They always listen to like the streamers and stuff like that. And they listen to Reddit. And a lot of times them are like horrible places to go to make. Well, dude, seriously, seriously. But Reddit and stuff like that is like the worst places to go to. Is that Myers? I don't know. It's really honestly quiet. Oh, it's a pig. I didn't even notice that over there. The pig got some buffs that a lot of players wanted. I felt like it makes her really kind of broken, but she's still really annoying to play as and against. Yep, there she goes right there. I seen you. I'm not slow. Probably a trolling killer. It's gotta be. It gotta be. You don't see him? They're trolling. They're trolling. Yeah. I don't know how to do the point. They're trolling killer. Trolling. I can tell you right now, they're probably gonna do some crazy stuff at in game. When the killer is solo like this, they're probably gonna do something in game. That's funny. They could be testing some stuff out, but this is trolling. I don't even know where the lab was at. There it is. I don't even know what was the point of this game. Why start a game if you're going to be just sitting there trolling doing that? I don't know how to do the point on Can. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. I gotta see what my thing was, but oh my god, dude, they let this slide. They let this slide? Come on now. Come on now. I have nowhere to hide. Everybody's been using this perk. The nurse is calling. So he would have been able to see where I'm at anyway. Or no. You had to be getting healed. So, I mean, there's no point. It would have been no point of it for me. But come on now, bruh. Seriously? Seriously? They let this slide. I don't know how. They're not a new player, but they're probably a new pig. They probably don't have the pig. I don't know how they let this name slide. And they said the whole thing. Like, why do I always find the players with the wildest names? I always get players with the wildest names. If you don't know who Nia is, it's this character. This is who Nia is. So they probably play as Nia. I mean, I don't know why people. I mean, I do know why, but I don't know why people fangirl, fanboy, whatever, over Nia. And I mean, Sing Ming's Asian. A lot of people fangirl, fanboy over Asians, but I guess Nia has some cool outfits. I guess. But dude, that's a wild name for that. She actually has some really decent outfits. I don't like this outfit. She has some pretty cool outfits. Dude, invisibility again. That's the big problem. I see a lot of players with this outfit. There's a problem in this PTB as well. It's a lot of invisibility. I see a lot of players with this outfit too. She has a crap ton of outfits. Like, dude, holy hell, the outfits. This was actually dope. That's a really cool outfit. I see a lot of people with this outfit too. It's a really good outfit. This one's ugly. I don't like this outfit. Dude, why do she have so many outfits? And like, between her, Meg, and Thing, they have the most outfits in the game. Thing Ming has so many outfits too. This outfits are really cool. She's probably one of the only few that has outfits like this. She has so many outfits in the game. You see this outfit. This is like her default outfit, basically. Everybody almost I see has this outfit. You don't ever see this one. Didn't even know she had this one. I don't see anyone use this one. See this one sometimes. This is like her default outfit. Everyone basically has this outfit. See this one often too. See this one a lot. Don't ever see this one. I'm surprised that she even has this one. I've never ever seen this outfit. See that one often. You see this one often. Don't ever see this one. That one's ugly. Don't see this one. And like, she has a lot of outfits too. You always see this one too. I didn't even see half of these outfits. That was actually pretty dope. Didn't even know she had that. You know, my opinion on like their perks and stuff. They're the skins are really cool. Well, except for Rick. Rick is looks horrible. But besides the skins, their perks are really useless. I've viewed like some of the comments and things people were saying like on Steam. And there right now it's a mix. Some people were saying like this is the best survivors ever, and other like the perks was the best. But then you have those mixed other reviews like mine that are saying like all of the perks are very useless. What's the point of the perks? And then like I see a lot of people were complaining about like the clown, how they gutted him. Actually, I want to see what they gutted the clown because I don't play the clown often, but I do know of him and his perks and his stuff. Where is he? So they said they gutted his add-ons and they gutted like his perks. They didn't change this one, at least that I know of. This one's still pretty good. I don't see any nerfs to his add-ons. I don't know what the nerfs to his abilities is. Um, this still inflicts exposed. I mean, yeah, that's cool. This one's actually really good. I mean, if you're going to be exposed, you only get one bottle. That's pretty cool. I mean, he can reload infinitely, so it don't matter. This is kind of useless. 'Cause, I mean, yeah, this is really useless. I don't know if they did that. I think they changed. Did they change this? I don't know if they did. If they did, then I can understand why they say his add-ons are really useless. But I don't think that they did really much. I mean, this one's useless, but this one's useless too. I mean, it's just all it does is just increases it by 2%, which is stupid. It's really useless. They did change this one, but I don't remember what it was before. I don't use the crown, so I don't know. It's just this one's not bad actually. It just increases the cast radius basically by 20%, just 20% larger cloud. This is a hinder penalty from by an additional 2%. This was useless. It just gives him a 2% more speed. I mean, it's already fast. Like, look how big he is, and he's fast. Like a Sonic clown, bro. I don't really see much of. Like, this is actually still pretty good. This is basically the same thing, ain't it? No. Yeah. It's basically the same as this. Because this increases the size. What's the difference? It's the same thing. By 20%. Jesus of science. It's the same thing. It's just the top wording is different. Same exact thing. I don't know why they did that. It's the same exact thing. This one's already useless. I don't really use the mangle unless you're like using a non-healing build. This is useless. I mean, even having survivors blinded for 30 seconds, I mean, they can still see. Like, you're, as a person, I'm playing the game, you're not blinded. I mean, if you are, you should be playing the game, but this isn't really much of anything. It's kind of useless. It just increases it by 5.5 seconds. This is actually pretty good. Okay, so I mean, a lot of the add-ons I do see with the point, like they tremendously nerfed him, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible. They make it seem like they tremendously nerfed him to where you can't use him. And we'll try. We'll try him out. I don't think they gave him like any other outfits though. Yeah, he does have some outfits, but I don't really care too much for his outfits. I don't know. Definitely don't have Lightborn on here. You see a flashlight. We should be. We're still gonna lie Lightborn. Best perk in the game. I'm going. Best perk in the game. Everyone says barbecue and chili and all the features wall perks are best perk in the game. There'll never be flashlight and blinded. That are spawning, probably separating, and probably far away from me. I mean, as a killer, regardless anyway, how they did this, you're going to go across the map anyway. That's the first place you're going to go is across the map. If you're not going across the map as a killer, unless you're one of the ones that need to set up at the beginning, like Trapper and stuff like that, then I understand. And all the other killers, if you're not going across the map, I don't know what you're doing. Because normally the survivors are going to spawn across the map. There's people that do know like the exact spawn locations. I do know there's a spawn location over here, and then there's one like in the shot, but they could have spawned like either over there, but most likely they spawned over here. See? This game is bugging. Can't even move properly. Then they decrease the size. The game's not working properly. It's like not rendering correctly, so it's like slowing my game down. Why do you sound like that? They don't sound like Rick. I can't hear Rick screaming like that. Game is still so clunky and stiff right now. Like I can't move properly. It's like it's stuttering for some reason. It's like little small like stutter. Then you can't even really aim it anymore. The aim of it is, yeah, it's, I don't know what the stuttering is. I didn't even think I was gonna hit that. It's really not satisfying in this game to play killer. It's not. You feel so overwhelmed and you can't enjoy the game. I'm surprised they only got 2 gens done so far. The amount of time that he was running me, I figured he was gonna do that. He kind of screwed that up, and I can see where you're at. I mean, I have Lightborn on, so I mean, you're not doing much. That's why Lightborn is so great. Because even if somebody has a flashlight, you only see one flashlight, you'll be like, oh, only one person has a flashlight. There ain't nobody else gonna have like these other perks and stuff like that. See? Why Lightborn is the greatest perk in the game. It's the greatest perk in the game. Aim assist. I don't know why this game has aim assist. I don't understand. You don't need it. They ain't even start trying to even get either door open. The clown is just a bad killer regardless. So I already and I don't play him. I already figured that I wasn't gonna be getting any kills, but they got that door over there going. This guy wants to get chased. I think they're just testing stuff out too. I think they're probably testing out perks. Yeah, well, he got him killed, honestly. I didn't even try to do that. I didn't even try to do that. He got him killed, honestly. I don't know why he tried to do that. He was trying to do that, heal tech to where, you healed him so I can't pick them up. But since I had a Mori on, he couldn't do that. See, I knew he had scenic partner on. See, two of his perks was very useless against me. So I had Lightborn on, he couldn't do anything. I knew his, like, after seeing these three, I kind of figured what his build was. Yeah, they were testing perks. He already got him prestige, it's crazy. But he probably had enough. Slippery meat. He was basically negating my healing, so I had a non-healing build, and he had a healing build. He was using the perk. He was trying to get this perk to go on. This is actually not a bad build. This is a chest build. But he died, but this wasn't a bad build. This is a pretty decent build. And he had the coin on. So you'll see, when they come out, you'll see the coins get used often. It's like the other thing against killers, like Springtrap, Unreal, and all of them. Where everybody's gonna be using them coins for them perks when the game comes out. When they come out in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Um, they're gonna be like Springtrap stores, Unreals, TVs, killers like that have like stuff around the map, aliens, tunnels. They're gonna spread those away from like generators using those coins. So it's going to be a huge disadvantage for killers like that. I actually don't know the Dark Lord. I've not played Dungeon.
I am a creature of the night.
Pretty good music though. Yeah, of course you don't really have no decent skins. This one's actually a pretty good skin though. That's a really good skin. I've not ever used him or don't know what his stuff is. Hmm. I've seen this used once, and it was really busted the way how he had it built and he was using it. I've also seen this one time too. I've seen this a few times, but not often. Do we have enough? No, we don't. I think you have to be 20 to get off, or oh, no, you have to be 15. That already is. It knows what to use. I already know what perk I'm putting on you. I already know what perk I'm putting on you. It's the most goated perk in the game. They said they changed Franklin's demise. They so they didn't nerf it a bit. Because what Franklin's demise used to do when you it makes you drop, it makes the survivors drop the item. When they drop it, when they drop the item, it started like losing charges on the item. So now it doesn't lose charges anymore. It just makes them drop it. And it just shows you on the map like where the items are at. So if someone picks it up, you can go to where that item is at and kind of try to find them. I see this used a lot. It must be really good. I've been using Grim Brace a lot. It's because it's got a buff the last time Springtrap came out, and it's been doing wonders for me. Unless everybody's playing Survivor, so no one's playing Killer. Well, right now it is the best. Well, in the PTB at least, it's the best time to play Killer. Normally, it's the best time to play Survivor. Normally, but since Rick and Michonne are gonna be the only ones who play it often. Shit, Gerald or Gerald. Everyone's trying this new thing. That's what you see on there is that the bag that does that cloud. That cloud is so useless. It's so useless. I mean, it does like hinder like your vision slightly, but against Myers and Ghostface, it's not working. We went against the Ghostface earlier. He was stalking you through it, and if he can stalk through it, I know Myers can. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've not seen that happen before. Where all of them are basically not turning over. It means they're spawning farthest apart. They're spawning apart from each other. Um, spawning solo, and they're spawning. Um, I forgot what the other one was. There's like three. That's crazy. This map isn't too bad actually.
I will feast on blood this night.
Look at this. Easy. Eh. And you don't even have to fall. Keeping up with him is actually kind of hard. Wait, can I not see like the survivors? I'm confused. Can I not see like survivors? It's kind of hard to understand this color. Okay, so you can. That's how you does the fire thing. So I guess bat form you can't see survivors. 'Cause you can see like the scratch marks and stuff like that. I wasn't trying to tunnel him, but I guess we are.
Die already.
This killer is so easy. Man, you can fly through windows and everything. You can freely fly around the map. I'm getting stuck on. And like you can't be in this infinite loop for too long. We're learning this killer. I wasn't expecting to really be able to get kills. But this killer is definitely really easy. Like you can like freely just go wherever you want. You can't like freely turn into like each one. Maybe you can, but I don't know how to. And you're in like first person basically, or third person, where you can see easier.
Escape is impossible.
Definitely gotta get used to playing him. Definitely an easy killer. Definitely a very easy killer. And somebody's gotta die.
Amusing.
It's more easy, man. Definitely a really easy mode killer. You can't. I would say the cloud thing is probably his best thing against him. That'd be like the best thing against him, because like I could see when they had that cloud thing, and you already can't see like you can't see the survivors. Somewhat similar to like spirit. You can't see the survivors when you're in your bat form, but you can see like the scratch
My
marks.
immortal
So
soul
you have to
is
go to like
bound
the
to the
bat
dark
form,
embrace of
then
eternity.
switch to your wolf form or your vampire form, and you can hit them. You can't outrun them. You can't really outrun. Once you're getting chased by him, you can't really outrun him. It's not really possible to really outrun him. I've not played Chucky either. I don't really like a lot of his outfits either. This is a blighted outfit. How do you blight a doll? I do like Jennifer Gilly. Probably wondering why I'm buying outfits. In the PTB, they give you a crap ton of this stuff. You can buy everything in the game basically for free because they want you to be able to get characters and try builds and test out outfits to see if outfit like they always have new outfits. So they always have new stuff for you to test out in here. But you never really keep it in like the actual game. Like once everything comes out, you never really keep it. Like all these characters that I'm getting and all these outfits and stuff like that, I'm not gonna have. You don't keep the blood points either. Friends to the end and batteries included are like the best perks in the game as a killer. You don't see Hex 2 complain of this. This is like another, well, it's a Hex though, so you can't even really use it. It's probably why people don't use it. But this is another one that's somewhat similar to Lightborn, I guess. I wonder where it's at. Chucky's cool, but I'm not too much of a fan of him in Dead by Daylight. Make the most broken. He's the most broken killer in the game besides Ghostface in my opinion, and Wesker. I hate friend setting. Everyone uses friend setting. I'm like one of the few who don't use this vert. I was say we must have gotten it leveled up because I didn't see it. This perk is so busted. Because as long as you're in the chase, you of the 16-meter range of that completed gen, no matter if that gen just got completed or if it's already been completed for a while, you gain that 5% haste, which is broken. Then you make another speed, and then the skill is already pretty fast. So if I add, I wonder where it's at. It's the other aliens part. This one, or is it this one? No, it's not. Then it's this one. No, it's another aliens part. It looks like this one, but it isn't this one. I don't have I can use it, but I definitely want to try them out. You know, he has 3 special abilities. Crazy. I don't know why they keep making all these killers with super special abilities. They have like 3 abilities. It's crazy that this isn't Jennifer Tilly. Because this is a Jennifer Tilly doll, but this is the actual guy. Which is crazy. Everyone's kind of tired of playing them now. You're starting to see like other players playing like Feng Ming and like other characters and stuff. No one's playing as them that much. Everybody like the first couple hours you're gonna see a lot of Rick Grimes, and because you can't play as Michonne, you're not gonna see her. I would say probably when she's fixed or whatever was wrong with her, and they let us play with her, you're gonna see a lot of Michonnes. This is my last game for the day. Oh my god, I hate this map. Oh, this ain't the horrible one. And then turning on that is horrible. Oh my god, that lag.
Don't you run from me! Nobody.
It's too much going on. Way too much going on.
Oh, come on. You can scream better than that.
You can't use this close range.
Let's get a move on, babe.
At least they have his voice actor. This is really nice. Honestly, I'm almost surprised they only got one gen done. Let it have like his swing from getting stunned.
Take that!
You can vote Windows with it. It's crazy.
Piece of shit!
Wow.
Oh, dear. This is gonna hurt a bit.
It's just hard to play this killer because they're so short. That's the only downside of this killer. That and the range is kind of ridiculous to turn, but nah, it's the Stingling again. She knows how to play this killer. And probably knows how to play against it. It's so hard to move with this killer. You're in first person. Dude, that animation is like, dude, oh my god, this. Why do we only lag when we get near her? When we get near her, we get this lag. We don't get this lag with other people. We're not continue to chase you. I'm not wasting my time.
Why are you running from the doll?
They're all up here.
Come out, very beautiful. Hey, don't be scared. I just want to play.
Bruh.
It's quiet time.
I think one of them broke the pallet. Definitely an annoying killer to play as, but try to make her use that window all that she can use. Because it'll help me. How many times can she use that window? It's crazy, his scratch marks just like disappear. not easy. You can't move. You have to rely on like good speed boosting. There's probably like crazy builds for it. Oh, there's a add-on for it. Hmm. Definitely don't play this killer, but I definitely don't want to. It's definitely an annoying killer to play against.
Well, well, well.
So with that, we're gonna head out.